The very famous, award-winning NSSDL Podcast now. Award-winning. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Sponsored.
To be award-winning.
To be.
I'm sure.
TBD.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely award-winning. So, we're here.
After episode 1.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while, though. It's been a few weeks. I think it's been about a month since our last one.
Yep.
And I don't know, anything happened in that last month that we
a lot.
About?
It took us an entire month to probably do the draft.
Yeah, it took a while, for sure. But, hey, that's okay.
And more to come.
That's it.
Yes.
More 4 rounds is a lot different than 25 rounds.
And yeah, we'll be
or however many it was.
Definitely. We'll be fine. So we are live streaming. So if anybody happens to be watching, please put some comments in. We'll have some fun. If someone wants to put comments and dog some people's teams after the draft, feel free.
If Tony's watching at work right now.
Classic.
Perfect.
And Tony wanted to give the comment that Matt made a moderate enemy during the draft.
I did.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
I did. Moderate. It's okay.
I still can't believe Tony walked right into that one. It was.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it coming. I don't see how he didn't.
Right there.
Yeah. So.
Well, we gotta get a cheers in first, boys.
Oh yes, there we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Got the stubby.
What do you got there, Matt?
Teeling small batch.
Very nice. Never heard of it. I'm sure it's great.
I think they make a cream for that. You need to get that fixed.
All right. So I think today we're planning on talking about the startup draft that happened and just probably over-analyzing the draft. But hey, that's what we do, right? So we're going to talk about the draft. So, Dion, what do you think?
In hindsight, the slow draft was a slow draft. And I think we all had a small amount of anxiety, it felt like, every time we got close to our pick.
Yes.
And waiting 10 hours for certain individuals who take all 10 hours.
Not to be named, right? Or are we going to name those individuals?
I feel like we can name them at this point.
Okay,
I mean, they deserve it.
Yeah,
they know who they are.
Fair. We did have a decent amount of trades during the draft.
We did, which is kind of the point, right? You get some time
that's
to
the whole point of a slow draft. So
I mean, we did have a day where a guy on the clock did disappear.
Yes,
I heard that.
Jerry could not be gotten a hold of by his wife or his brother, and he was on the clock.
Yes.
The funny part about it is
when I go golfing too.
A little concerned with that one, but it's okay.
So for the fantasy draft, we got his wife to see if she could find him.
I believe that is what Ryan said. Yes.
Priorities.
Wow. Well, I understand. No, I don't disagree. I'm just I'm very proud of the fact that we took it that seriously.
I mean, in 2025 to completely go off the grid like that is pretty impressive.
This is a very serious matter.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So what do we think overall? I mean.
What are your guys' takes with the slow draft? Good idea, bad idea?
I enjoyed it, personally. I mean...
I think I enjoyed the first 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Kinda.
It became frustrating at points, but overall I think it was good.
I think Dion and I just made...
I'll say good.
I think Dion and I just made a few trades just to, stay awake. So...
Yep.
Just to, be active is dragging on.
Yep.
The good news is we only had to do that once. We're done.
Exactly.
We'll never have to do that ever again.
That's right. Never again.
Never have to do that again.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Matt gets galaxy brain and decides to redo this all.
Should we?
No.
We can't afford
No.
Terrible idea.
No.
If we do
no.
things change, are we going to do
maybe in the next draft, Dion would actually take a running back, more than one running back.
Still hilarious that I have only one starting running back, but yet most of the sites rank me as a top half running back room with value. I don't understand how that works, but we'll see.
I mean, one database has you as 8th in the running
Keep
back
Trade
room.
Cut has you as 8 running backs right now.
It should
8
be
of 12.
It should be 12, probably.
I have one running back and then a bunch of warm bodies. That's about it.
Well,
Warm might be too nice.
Yeah.
Hey, J.K. Dobbins is alive.
As far as we know.
All right, I'll share the board here so we all can see it there. Is it up there for everybody?
Yep.
See it.
That's good.
Perfect. Well,
Let's
what do you guys want to start with? We got any trends that we saw? I mean, I clearly went wide receiver heavy for the first 5 picks.
Yeah, I feel there was a couple that went wide receiver heavy immediately. I'm pretty sure Dan, myself, you, Phil, did you go?
Yeah, I've got a couple of running backs, including sniping Jonathan Taylor from Matt by trading back up in front of him.
Fairly rude.
But yeah. Overall, I focused on wide receiver for sure.
Yeah.
The way the board felt to me, it felt like every running back that was in the area where I wanted to all felt the same. I figured I could wait, so I just took wide receiver.
Yeah.
And it ended up sneaking up on me because everyone else thought the same thing, I imagine.
Yep.
Leapley went the other way. All running backs.
He did.
Yeah, he's probably got the best running back room in the draft for sure.
Yes, easily. I would slightly concerned with his room outside of running back, but I don't see a wide receiver on his list that
scares you.
Yeah, let's go with that.
He's in love. He's in love with Roma Dunze.
I don't know how anyone could be.
Okay.
He is going to talk so much trash if that works out for him.
I'm trying to raise that bar from medium hate to just maybe a little bit more medium hate.
Yeah, he's 9, I think, on wide receivers, 11 quarterback, 11 tight end, and number
Kyle
1,
Pitts.
of course, on running back. Yeah, number 1 in running back.
He stole Kyle Pitts for me.
I think his quarterback room will be good, but wide receiver room, I think he needs to improve upon.
His quarterback room would probably be better if he had Trevor Lawrence in it.
Yeah, you definitely would be.
Who's to
definitely would be.
Who's to say?
No. Three firsts for Trevor.
Pancakey.
It's a simple dynamic of supply and demand.
Yeah.
There's only one.
All I did was offer
going through, it looks like
he accepted it. So
any surprises? I would say. Anybody have any surprises with anybody's team or picks that were made?
Travis Kelce in the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mahomes in the
Bobby's
fourth.
team kind of surprised me.
Did it surprise you though?
Chiefs fan?
Yes, he is a Chiefs fan. I know that.
How could you tell?
Can't start 2 quarterbacks.
No.
I know.
True.
Well, he's definitely going to be in the market to sell.
Yep.
That's for sure.
He has draft picks. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's got my first and second.
Yeah,
I traded with.
He could make some good picks there. So
I traded with him multiple times.
Yep. I think one of the surprises was Saquon going that early.
Saquon also, yeah.
But he can be a league winner right away.
That's what I mean. He's elite talent, so I'm not too surprised by it, and he could put up another good 3 to 4 years very easily. He's got the offense around him to produce. So
I would have went Gibbs there if it was me, if I was looking running back, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So I probably would have went Gibbs as well, but Saquon will produce, I think.
Puka falling that far, maybe a little surprising.
I was okay with it.
I'm sure you were.
Dion. I don't like Puka.
There's great value for him though.
Yeah.
And Bowers. Bowers making it to the end.
Bowers dropped hard.
Yeah.
Bowers falling that far was a little surprising.
Yes.
I almost
Jaden,
but
second to last. Matt does not get Jaden Reed.
Didn't get Jaden. I'm okay with that.
Jaden.
You're not okay with it,
Reed.
but you've accepted it.
I know.
You're not okay with it.
We'll rock with Bo Nix and we'll go from there.
Sophomore slump coming?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not with both. We'll just say that.
For sure.
Well, what else we got here?
Who do you think went, I guess, more for the future versus more win now mode?
I feel like Heath and Ryan's team for
Win
sure
now?
are in win now
Yes.
with the age that they're in for their
Yes.
players.
Yep.
Is
have
Ryan the RE12?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
RE.
Yep.
Whatever,
Yep.
yeah.
That's right.
The only kicker there is he gets Genty, and
That's
that'll
true.
Yeah.
He does get to inject that into there.
That is pretty much confirmed at this point.
Yeah, I think he.
I mean, he says it, and he had said
I
some
know.
things during this draft that were not true either. So I think he's crazy
true.
if he doesn't take him, quite frankly. But we'll
Yep.
see. We'll see. But I mean, he's got Bowers, he's got Lamar. I mean, Lamar has been in the league a while, but he's not, an aged quarterback. I guess I would say he's got some years left. McCaffrey, obviously. But he's got Worthy in there as well. Worthy is a young wide receiver. Kamara.
it's old, but with some youth sprinkled in for sure.
Yes.
Right.
So
Yep, for sure. Definitely.
Your win now modes. You mentioned who was the other one? Heath.
Heath,
yes.
I think Heath's in the win now mode.
I think so too. That Saquon move initially jumped out at me as he's in it to win it this year, and a couple other picks that he made, I can almost further that method, I guess.
So I think Bobby fully embraced rebuild mode instantly.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to be into that here in a year or two. So
Yep.
And then I
Rebuild
feel
mode.
like everyone else, it's kind of remains to be seen with the moves and
Yes.
what happens.
Tony's team's pretty young.
Very young.
I mean, Robinson and Hall are great running backs, but they're young. And then you got a Dunze and Flowers and Reed, like young wide receivers. So
Drake May.
Very unproven.
Yep. Adrian Martinez, unproven.
Hey, he'll get there.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance.
Mr. Irrelevant.
He was just mad he couldn't draft Tebow.
Wasn't even on the list?
I mean,
How
he got
disappointing.
it was on the list. I'm pretty sure Tebow's on the list.
Was Tebow? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wow. Ugh.
Missed opportunity, Tony.
Missed the chance.
But Tony likes his Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely went young. I think that was my thought process. I had to fill in a few. Like Kittle was a guy that I thought I needed to fill in there.
Oh, I'm so mad. I tried trading up for tight end with multiple people, and then Matt, and they just went back to back.
Hawkinson and Kittle.
Yep,
so
I know.
mad.
Kittle, you upset me with Kittle. That's why I went Hawkinson.
I know. You told me as soon as I picked him.
Yep.
But besides that, I was trying to go young defensive players as well.
Same.
With a lot of upside, but maybe not a lot of production up front. So we'll see how that plays out. But
Let's say once the first IDPs win, it looks like there was quite a flood of them those next couple rounds. That's when the run started to happen.
Yeah, for a while there. I think that was one of our runs was the IDPs.
and that was what 8th round, I think, was when
First one.
I took Will Anderson, right? And then you took Zaire Franklin right after that, Matt.
Yep,
If
yep.
I remember right.
Yep. And that's a move I was debating on. I had a offensive player in mind. I can't remember who though. I was debating
Trevor
between
Lawrence?
him and
It might have been
Zaire
Trevor
Franklin.
Lawrence.
It was not Trevor.
Round 8, we had 6 tight ends go off.
Yeah, I
the
was going to
board.
mention that one. Tight end went, and then like 3rd and 4th round was when people panic running back as well. That was a big run of running backs that
running
just
backs
went.
yeah.
Yep.
It was 3, 4, 5 running backs in a row and 6 within 7 picks.
Yeah. I know. Jonathan Taylor, that one kind of hurt. Thanks, Phil.
I was throwing out just random stuff because I'm like, man, when I get back, because when it got back to me, the running back available to me would have been, I mean, it might have been Derrick Henry, which would have been fine, but
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor's 6 years younger.
Oh, I had it in mind. Like, Bobby, I don't know. I don't think he'll pick Jonathan Taylor. I got him in the bag right now. And then Phil just swoops on in. It's like, oh, thanks for that.
That's what I did with Zach Charbonnet with offering my second rounder to Bobby too, because I'm like, man, the cliff really falls off running backs.
Are we doing secret text on the side there?
No,
Dion?
I'm answering our live chat.
Yeah. What? Tell him.
Do
to
we have a
type it
live
into the
chat?
We have
He
a live
does, yeah.
chat.
Tony.
Got it. There he
Tony's
is.
trying to be all secret right now.
He doesn't want to put it, out there, huh?
I think he just doesn't want to talk to Matt. He's still a little salty.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Tony. I'll bring us back down to like medium hate. I'm sorry.
He demands that I answer his text, so I answered it through the live chat. So now he's happy. Let's see if he's happy with that. All right, do we want to go through each of these and give a rough grading scale?
Yeah.
I thought, Dion, I have a question, though. I heard that there is an issue with some vehicles with the state of Nebraska.
Yeah, the government...
some inappropriate use of vehicles. I was curious if anybody on the pod knows about that at all. Anybody heard anything?
Yeah, did we have any updates, Phil, Tony? Did you guys take your company cars to the bar last night, back and forth?
No, not last night.
I'm just curious,
I plead the fifth. I got nothing.
So just so everyone knows there was a... Oh, nice. We get I like that. We get a news article saying that they audited the mileage of the vehicles and found out they were driving on private time for errands.
Yeah. Some of them were more egregious than others.
Probably the worst culprit is what I heard.
No, we are the pinnacle of goodness and righteousness at the for the next 4 days that we're Department of Environment and Energy until we're dwee. So when we combine with DNR, well, we are dweebs. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was I think the talk was Department of Water, Energy, Environment Bureau, double it up. So we're
dweebs. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
All right. Are we doing team by team?
You want to do a team by team grade here? Let's just do what we think: contender, a tweener, and trash pandas.
Okay.
We good? Start with Leapton's
Hurt some feelings here, maybe. Tony?
Actually, we can see down here that. Oh no, that's ugly. Okay, let's go. Here.
Yeah.
All right, there's Tony's team. So we got the starting roster of Drake May,
Okay.
Bijan, Brees Hall as running backs, wide receivers Adunze, Flowers, Jaden Reed. I assume he's going to flex one of the running backs. So
more than likely.
Go with Brian B-Rob.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle Pitts. How do we feel about
It's his year.
starting?
It's his year.
Kyle Pitts' year?
He had 1,000 yards as a rookie. We'll say that.
He did,
all the way
but
up
That
till
was
Geno, probably.
4 years ago.
The man
And the
does
thing is,
not
he's
care
probably
about
only, 2
football
months
anymore.
older than half of the rookies
Ooh.
this year.
Yeah.
He has time, Phil.
Yeah. If Drake May and his wide receivers take steps, he's definitely a contender, but it's the ifs.
It's
I like
he
that.
needs
Yeah.
the wide receivers to be top 20 for his to actually stand a chance. Everything else is fine.
Yeah. Again, best running back room in the league.
Core's the
Yeah,
best.
easily best running back room in their league.
Yep.
And he's got the 12-1 turn to get some guys to maybe flex-worthy,
Yep.
guys. If one of those, like Loveland or someone drops like that might help his tight end position or a wide receiver down there, like a Luther Burden. There's definitely options, but
He definitely needs another Bears wide receiver, that's for sure.
yeah, a Bears wide receiver and a Bears tight end. He should just go all in on the Bears.
If Rome doesn't pan out like most of us think, Yeah. Maybe another Bears wide receiver.
You never know. So we settle on tweener then.
I'm gonna go tweener on Tony's team. Much of what Phil said, he's got a lot of ifs to me right now. Running back room is just top of the league.
Yep.
Quarterback could be better with Trevor Lawrence, but
yeah,
that's true.
Quarterback room is the thing that I look in here and say, if Drake May has a good year, then he's going to be a solid team.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of where I'm at with him. And I agree, Phil. I think that a tight end, there's a couple of good tight ends in the rookie draft. If he's looking there, he could maybe upgrade from Pitts to something there as well.
Really awesome school.
Haven't heard of him.
Nebraska hasn't had a good tight end for a while.
I do like how we were making fun of Iowa State running backs, and we had to quickly realize that there's no Husker running backs in the league.
Yeah, I don't care. I just wanted to do a little dig.
There's 2 Iowa State running backs and a now almost half a billionaire in a quarterback. So
yeah, touche.
Yep,
touche. No one wants to stop Iowa State. So
Dion.
Well, look at my squad.
Wow!
Trades.
Trade.
Spotted all over the board. Someone was bored.
Wow!
All right, from the bat, wide receiver room.
Best in the league.
Best, yeah, top of the league.
Running backs, worst in the league.
The mistake you made with Penix.
I heard there was some fat fingering, and it's.
I had grilled.
That's the rumor.
I've been drinking.
That's the rumor.
I think Penix is gonna be good, but
I do too. I think he'll.
Yeah. I talked myself into it afterwards instead of saying anything. Yeah. I totally meant to do that.
It took everything in my power to not take Kyler on the turn and then make you trade for him, but I didn't. I didn't want to be that guy.
Appreciate it.
I would say just with wide receivers carrying I don't know, you got 4 spots for wide receivers right now, so potential contender, I would say, just with wide receivers.
And I do really like the stack.
Probably needs to trade for a running back or one of these guys.
Yeah.
The guy in front go down for this to be
exactly. There's some ifs in your running back room right now.
Yeah. I am rooting for all those starting running backs. It'd be a shame if you didn't have your first round pick next year and you just ended up having to start a backup running back all season.
That'd be terrible.
But I did like the Murray Marvin Harrison Jr. stack. I think that's either going to kill you or make you a contender. If that works, it's going to be great. If it doesn't, and the Arizona Cardinals,
Yep.
Need to get on the same page with that.
So keep trade cut as you at 5 in tight ends. I'm not sure how.
I'm with you on that one.
Tight end
Isaiah likely
gonna start taking over more and more.
He could
potentially, yeah.
There's an
he had flashes last year of really good play and flashes of he wasn't even there. So very inconsistent.
I had in my notes that Gesicki might have been one of the best late round picks of anyone because that's a huge passing offense and Gesicki's going to catch balls.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Moving
Derek?
on.
Fellow Vikings fan.
Yes.
Is a huge. Yes, I have been waiting out on Kyle Pitts in more than 1 year or so. I like it though. Like this is.
I like his team.
It's a really good draft.
Yeah,
it is
solid across the board.
It is. Yeah, it's just steady. There's nothing that like stands out to me at a position.
Well, I mean, you guys, JJ.
Yeah, but
and JJ.
Jalen Hurts. That's a very solid core. And after that, he's got 2 older guys, but they're clearly the starters.
They're going to do well.
They did well last year.
Yeah.
And then DJ Moore's very fine wide receiver too. And after that, he has plenty of depth here to plug or trade if he wants to.
Yep. Yeah, was he one of the many? Like I think I counted at least 5 people who picked 2 kickers. I don't know if he did that, but
you never know when you have to,
He did.
put one down.
he did.
He did.
Kickers are the worst.
He did.
He's
He's got a
got-
lot of linebackers too. He's a strong believer in the linebacker.
Yeah.
Really heavy on the defensive.
Yes, defense wins championships. Some say so.
It does.
I would put this in a very solid contending position.
Yes,
sure.
I would
making
too. Yeah,
playoffs.
he might be.
I don't know if it's enough,
Yeah,
but I do think it's solid enough that it will be up there.
Keep Trade
Bill.
Cut has him top half, so he's 6
Yeah.
according to Keep Trade Cut.
I would
so.
put him in the top half. He definitely
Yep.
I'd say
towards
that's
contender.
All
Phil's
right,
team?
let's look at that.
Uh-oh.
Not as spotty all over the board, but still
No,
moving
some
around.
trades happened here.
A little bit.
Um,
Don't go easy on me.
I know, I'm trying to think. I would put
I mean,
more
he's
towards
already putting
tweener,
people
but
on
young.
the block, so I don't even know if Phil likes his own team. So I don't know how we.
That's
do
fair.
that.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I would put tweener, but young. So there's the big potential here.
I need a wide receiver. I need one of those guys, JSN,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wilson.
you need one of these
I need
guys to step up.
one of those guys to be a 1.
Yes,
If that
there-
happens, I'll be okay.
Yes,
but
there's a lot of
it's
ifs
an if.
in yours because Olave needs a healthy season. JSN and Wilson both need to step up as one, guys.
You need CJ Stroud
Taylor
to be
might
2
have a
years
couple
ago
seasons
Stroud.
left.
Well, that's why I've got Purdy, because I think Purdy's never going to be a top 5 quarterback, but I don't think he's ever going to be worse than like 15th, because in a Kyle Shanahan offense, like they're going to throw.
Yeah.
So I at the very least have a guy, but I'd love, I took the flyer on Anthony Richardson in the, what was that, 11th or 13th round.
Yeah, it's
So
Yep.
it was worth the
absolutely
risk.
fine. Yeah.
Because if he comes along, he could be a immediate top 5 quarterback, or he'll be off my roster next year, and it's fine.
Right.
Yep.
Let's say
For sure.
Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams, and Swifter. Also,
Very,
Swift will still be a solid year this year.
Very heavy on the defensive line for defensive positions.
Yeah, hoping for sacks.
Yeah.
My, and this is galaxy brained, and so it'll probably fail. Is basically match up with bad offensive lines and just rotate them and hope I get the guy who's getting sacks. But
I like
who
the
knows?
method. I mean,
So he
that's,
definitely got the
Yeah,
sack.
definitely.
Guys, so
yeah,
yeah,
we'll
for
see
sure.
if it works out.
I like it.
I'll take tweener. That's not too
I
mean.
would say tweener
I-
right now,
I
but
would-
there's a
I
lot of
would put him-
potential.
I'd
say
put him higher than
5.5.
tweener.
What's Keep Trade Cut say?
I'd say
Keep
5.
Trade Cut has you number 2 in
Is
the
that
league.
starters or value?
That's
That
with
is
picks.
both.
Both.
That's both. Yeah, he's 2. He's 6 at quarterback, 3 at running back, 2 at receiver, and 9 at tight end,
Yep.
and 2 overall.
I would say the wide receivers. There's no like superstar yet, but the potential
Yeah.
is there.
I
And then
feel like
there's
I've got
solid
like
guys
5.
like Jennings and Mooney that can still contribute on any other.
I've got like
team.
6 wide receiver 2s, and like
Right.
I just need one of them to be a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's some
Could
ifs
be
there. but-
JSN's year with no DK too.
No DK, no Tyler Lockett, and a
Justin
bad
Fields just
team.
Hyper focuses Wilson. That could be another.
Hey, DJ Moore had a top like 10 season with Justin Fields, and they're going to
Yeah.
be down in games. So
Yeah.
So I say contender, but yeah,
I
I'm-
appreciate that.
I'm contender with this
I-
one, in my opinion.
Okay.
Stroud's a solid quarterback,
He's on the
Stroud
block
and Purdy
already.
are going to kill you. That's what's.
Yeah,
that's all.
Stroud's.
I
They're
get
gonna be. They're not gonna be world beaters, but they're not gonna hold you down either.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's gonna be consistent throughout the weeks.
And I got 2 first-rounders next year. So
And Heath made 0 trades. That is very nice. He just put in a nice little line for us.
I offered a few, and he didn't have time to look at them. So, not for lack of trying.
Yep.
I think we already
So-
just touched it already, right? I mean, this is a very steady, solid roster.
Yeah.
But
I
it
would say
is
so, yeah.
age
He's
heavy.
Yes, but he's
Terry
contender.
McLaurin's 30. Mike Evans is over 30.
Yeah.
Godwin's
Andrews is over
29.
30. Yeah, And they're all going to be still good this year. They're all going to have output. He does have a little youth. McBride and McConkey are, right there. But after that, he's going to have some work to do after this year.
The Herbert McConkey stack, too. Could work out well.
I firmly put this in contending.
I put him in contender mode, yeah.
I'm not excited to have to play him.
I'd agree.
No, I'm not excited either. He's got a team.
It's his second running back, I think, is probably the biggest weak point, but he can maybe address that in the draft.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
In the rookie draft.
And I do think Najee does hold value, at least for the first half of the year, along with Paul, before younger guy probably starts to step up.
Keep trade cuts got Heath at 4 right now.
Number feels 4. Right.
So.
All right, Farmer Trav. One awkward trade for AJ Brown.
I thought it was great. I thought that was one of my favorite picks of the draft.
Not awkward, yeah.
No, I'd say it's
a just have a straight line and then just one quick move, but
one little trade. I don't know with Travis's team. I'm struggling with it. Gibbs is a solid pick where he got him. AJ Brown's a solid pick. He had a bunch of picks that were just solid at that time, in my opinion.
Mayfield that way.
Yeah, Mayfield falling that far. He
was the number 5 QB last year.
He was a top 5 QB last year. If he can redo that, Ayuk comes back healthy and can put in any sort of contribution.
Yeah, easily he goes into contender mode with Ayuk, Mayfield, Gibbs.
But it's thin. Like the bench isn't there. He needs to stay healthy.
That's what my opinion was.
Yeah.
And you gotta hope Tracy doesn't lose touches as Scadaboo.
That is also that's also there.
Yep.
I'm gonna put him in the pretender. So he's a contender, but I don't think this holds.
Okay.
A few things, like if James Conner goes down, he's getting old. Like Benson, I think is could really jump up, but it's
a tweener.
Keep trade cut has him at 5.
Yep.
Number 5 in the league. He is 12th in quarterback and 12th in tight end, but he's 2 in running back according to Keep Trade Cut.
Okay.
So
having Gibbs helps.
Gibbs, Tracy, Benson, that's all 3 solid.
Yes. So tweener.
Mac here. Sorry, adjusting my windows.
There we go.
I like this draft a lot. I'll just say that.
CD, Burrow. Yeah.
He's steady. I will say that. I don't know if he's quite contender, but he's close to me.
I 100 think this is a contending team.
Yeah.
I mean, also kind of with the Travis's team, like it's thin, and you're hoping.
Yeah.
Age cliff doesn't come with Derrick Henry and Tyreek Hill.
But he's got the 5th pick coming in.
Derrick Henry and hopefully Travis
5th pick coming in. Or
6th pick.
6th pick.
6th pick.
6th pick in the rookie.
So that's going to be either a solid wide receiver or a solid running back.
Yeah.
And then Burrow and Love.
Attach another solid wide receiver to CD Lamb.
Yep. Definitely.
I think Jerry Judy's probably sneaky good this year.
Yeah, he can be a wide receiver too.
Wide receivers.
Yeah.
I like it.
And he is 7th on Keep Trade Cut. So
I feel like that's underrated.
I agree.
Yeah, but he doesn't have anything higher than 8th. His tight ends are 8, but he's got 7 at wide receiver and 4 at quarterback and running back. So he's
quarterback isn't. That's crazy.
Quarterback is 4.
Wow. All right. Well, I think.
Everyone's going to be behind. Yeah, everyone's going to be behind this guy in quarterback.
Yes.
Yes, he is number 1 in quarterback.
What?
Yes.
I know, it's a surprise.
Let's see. I'm gonna laugh if Bobby does Bobby things and just
Dominates.
absolutely wrecks it.
Makes the playoffs. Yeah.
He could.
But I mean,
I don't
he
know.
has players he can move and shop if he does
Yep.
want to tank.
Cooper isn't on a team.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah. I bet he's hoping he goes to the Chiefs.
That'd be kind of funny.
Say he
Wouldn't
does
be
have
surprised.
both Chiefs running
Yeah.
backs. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the trash panda category.
Sorry, Bobby. Nothing
For now,
personal,
we'll
man,
see what
but,
we'll see what he does with his picks, but
Yeah, he's got a lot of good picks. Like he's got.
picks coming up.
yes,
He can, and then he can still make moves like it.
Mhm.
DK and Devontae at wide receiver 1 and 2. Absolutely fine. Can do that.
Yep.
Kelsey,
Someone's
probably
quarterback goes down
top
and
3
he
tight end. He has
makes
trades
a
Josh Allen.
genius trade there, or Patrick.
He won't trade Patrick the way you talk about him.
I mean,
No.
Pacheco
I know.
or Hunt could still be solid running back too, depending on who he drafts.
Yeah,
I
he's
still
got
think
fifth and
it's very
ninth
good,
pick,
but
right?
it
Fifth
can
pick
be
and
done.
ninth pick in the first round.
Yep.
So he's gonna get some good
We
players.
can probably just skip this next one, right? We don't need to see this.
No, nobody
Ugh.
really cares at this
I
point.
think our favorite is right here, though, right?
That's a great pick.
This is a
I mean,
great
Phil, you've been
pick.
saying your picks of the
Great
draft. This
move.
was my number one pick of the draft right here. Getting Lawrence at that place when
Beat up on
lots
poor
of other
Tony.
people wanted him.
Say, right here is a solid core.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking
Yeah.
at, right? Even here, I mean, you got your
Yeah.
top 5 guys. It's a nice little
And
shot group.
I would imagine wide receivers on keep trade cut is going to be pretty high with, I mean, having Amon Ra and Brian Thomas. Yeah. And
Number
then
3.
Sutton with the stack with Nix as your third wide receiver. Yeah. It's good.
Say if Hawk can come back and
Yeah,
whatever
Hawk.
he did,
My tight end is my weak point, in my opinion. If Hawkinson
it's still
isn't good.
top 5 guy.
Hawkinson's
I know.
usually, if he stays healthy, he's a constant top 10.
Yeah.
Like he, at worst, he's the third option in a Kevin O'Connell offense that is really good. I mean, even if JJ McCarthy isn't that great, he'll throw to him. I mean, a tight end is JJ McCarthy is basically a rookie quarterback, and a tight end's a rookie quarterback's best friend. So
So they got 2 consistent linebackers too. Say starters are contending. The rest of the roster is pretending.
a little thin, but
What's keep trade cut say? I got him as a
Keep trade
tweener.
cut has Matt at number 3 in the league.
Ooh.
3 at wide
Yeah.
receiver,
can't
running
use
back
that
and tight end
anymore.
are at 6, and then quarterback 7. So again,
consistent.
no weak
Yep.
points at all. So
I'll
got
take
him
it.
at 3.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Gross.
I think contender. What I would say.
Yeah.
Mr. Vice.
Mr. Vice.
Trash. Move on.
My favorite, my favorite draft.
I love this right
Yep,
here.
Yes.
my favorite draft.
For the wide
Easy.
receivers you were given at the second round.
Yeah, I was very happy with London
Yeah,
and
I
Nakua in the second round.
And
Never
Rashi.
expected that.
I knew
Yeah,
Drake would fall
right.
to you. I expected Drake to fall to you in the second. Puka, I wasn't sure
Penix
would.
is going to love that London, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hope that works out for you.
I was a little disappointed in quarterback. I was looking for a couple other guys. I was tried to get Drake May through a trade and was not able to do that. So, I mean, not that I'm disappointed with Williams necessarily. I think he's got some options that are coming in. They're going to help him, but I'm a little worried about quarterback right now, which is why I picked Jared Goff a little bit later as a backup. You know, that's a very high-powered offense right now, and he's old, but he's a backup if Williams struggles. So
Yeah.
I can certainly throw Goff in there. So that was kind of the idea behind it.
I say,
Well,
Williams with a new
and
offensive
you've got
coordinator and plenty of weapons.
the 3-4 pick in the rookie draft, right? Is that what we have?
Yes.
Yes, 3 and 4,
So-
which
that's going to shoot it up for you even more, especially at running back there.
My picks at running back were reflective of the fact I knew I had some good options in upcoming rookie drafts. So
yeah,
and it's
Definitely.
not like you're exactly weak at running back right now. I mean, they're okay, but
they're okay.
They're not
old
like
old and thin, and that's fine because you're going to get like
Hampton
a worse
or
Henderson,
Henderson or Hampton.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
one or the other or both. Maybe
exactly.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Well, in
decided
yet. Yeah, you're in good shape.
I would say with the rookie picks coming up, contender to me. But
I'd say contender even with
Keep Trade Cut says number 1, right?
Keep Trade Cut says 10 if you don't include draft picks. It says 4 if you include draft picks.
Yes. Dan and I are exactly opposite.
Right. Yeah, Matt is 3 normally, and 9 when you consider he's 11th in draft picks overall. So,
I wonder
but
if that'll change after
it will.
rookie draft.
It will. We'll redo it after the rookie draft. We'll have it available again. That'll be a more true indication of team strength.
I'm not picking until the late 3rd in the rookie draft, so I'll just make sure I don't know if we're going to talk about if there's going to be a golf thing or something. I'll just make sure I'm 3 sheets to the wind, so I have 2.5 rounds to trade. Yeah, 2.5 rounds to sober up before I pick. So
yes.
The other thing I'll say on my team is I did a ton of research on IDPs. I listened to a lot of podcasts, read a lot of things on IDPs because I had never done IDPs before. And so my picks reflect the fact that I was trying to get guys that are young, which again was kind of the idea behind the team, and the guys that had some good upside. So Parsons, I know that pissed Ryan off a little bit. He was, in fact, in the office. There was a lot of vitriol being thrown around when I picked Parsons. Immediate.
When that pick came across, I saw Ryan stand up in his office.
Right.
I'll say for shouting out like later round really good picks. I did really like the Booty pick.
I did like
yep.
I think he's got a chance, as do like 4 other guys, to be the number 1 in New England.
Yep.
So he was a stud at LSU his first 2 years, and this kind
LSU wide receivers have an okay track record in the NFL.
Pretty darn good, yeah. I'd say
pretty darn good.
And the last pick was a kicker because, that's how much I value kickers. So
I didn't pick one.
Hey, I almost didn't, but I figured I might as well grab 1. So even though he's an old guy, so all right.
Jerry Legend.
Jeremy
take forever to draft Legend with his pick. Still a solid squad though.
It is.
Yes.
It is solid. Yeah.
Be interested to see who he takes at 1-2.
Yes.
It's got to be the guy, right? It's got to be him.
Travis.
I mean, if he doesn't take Travis, then I am sucking him up so damn fast. Right. It's not even going to be funny.
Right. To play him at IDP and get wide receiver numbers.
Oh man, I mean, in fact I would, if I was Ryan, I'd be like,
Yeah, it'd be tough not to take him 1.
It would
to get wide receiver numbers in your defensive spot. Plus, if he plays both ways, you're getting even more.
Yeah. I think if you add Travis Hunter to this lineup, it's good. His wide receiver spot, to me, is a bit weaker than I'd say the majority of the league. I like Collins. Pickens, he's going to Dallas. He'll kind of have to prove that.
Terrible.
Pittman and Mims are both what-if guys right now to me. If
they don't have a quarterback.
Things, awesome, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I think
or at least,
is a bit weaker than most.
Pittman doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah, Pittman doesn't.
Yeah. Well, depends on if Danny Dimes wins the starting job. That's probably what you're hoping for, honestly.
Yeah. Not me. I'm hoping Richardson runs for 1,500 yards this season.
What's your pick?
Star guest, the celebrity guest in here?
Yep. Can you say hi?
Hey.
Crushed it.
Hello.
Crushed it.
Crushed it.
And he stole Jaden Daniels. So
he did take Jaden.
Let's see.
So where we put this at? I'm
I'm
I'll
going
say tweener.
tweener.
I'm going tweener right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you
with
put Travis Hunter on the squad.
with
Definitely,
Travis
I
Hunter
don't
on
think-
this squad, I would say it's borderline contender, but more tweener to me than
He
anything.
might be starting 2 tight ends, which is a little
He
concerning.
could. Yeah. Sam
Interesting.
Laporta and Dalton
Works
are
out, but-
2 solid tight ends to me.
Yep.
All right. And then
11 for keep trade cut. 11. So he's got quarterback is 2, tight end is 3, and then 10 for running back and 11 for wide receiver. So basically what we've been saying. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So
Brian.
All right. Brian Fantana.
Another draft I loved.
Yeah?
This is a very long in the tooth roster,
Yes.
but
That's what my opinion was. There's
It's-
a lot of what ifs
it's
on
built.
his roster.
It's
too.
built to win.
yeah.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't win the league this year. With Genty, like he'd be
Genty
the
on
best
top
odds.
Yeah, it's
He'd be the best odds. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, he's probably going to be top of the draft. But
I'm gonna say next year he's probably gonna be hurting.
We'll see.
But he's
I mean, Jackson's
Went
a
all in.
solid guy. I like Lamar Jackson.
I don't
As a
think
quarterback?
his wide receivers are there to win the
No.
league.
His wide
But
receivers, I think, are a bit weaker, but
Yes.
I
still
think Adams
solid.
is gonna take up the Cooper Cup role in
Yeah.
that offense. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably his wide receiver 1 this year.
right, and Xavier Worthy is, I think, gonna have a really good year, to be frank. And then
I feel like he's more of the Sean Jackson type. Like
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
gonna have his
He'll have good games,
Like
but
With
This year's
Rasheed coming back,
end
you
of the
know.
year, he'll
Yeah.
be top 15, 16ish, but it's not gonna.
I
be
mean, he has
consistent.
opportunity to score touchdowns in some of those running plays and things that they run, or he has definitely deep threat capabilities with his speed. So I think there's options there, but I think he's going to be a hit and miss kind of guy,
yeah,
in my opinion, in that offense. So
I think is it Ryan? You said
Ryan.
Ryan.
I'm gonna go contender.
Yeah.
It's just
He'll- yeah.
I don't have him as high as Phil does, but I do.
he'll be
Yeah.
a target for me for wide receiver since I'm so deep at wide receiver. Like week 6 or so, I'll be looking at his roster and being like, okay, can I get something for one of my wide receivers?
Yeah.
Because he might be like a wide receiver away, depending.
Yep.
yeah, I agree.
I like it. All right. So
And eight keep trade cut for Ryan. 8. 1 at tight end,
Okay.
certainly.
Yeah.
3 at quarterback, and then running back
Yeah.
9, wide receiver 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So pretty much what we've mentioned. Yeah.
well, let's put you guys on the spot now. Let's get some hot takes. Got a few categories here. Let's see what you guys think. For best value pick. Who do you think got the best value? At what pick? I'll go first since let you guys think
Okay.
about it. Put you on the spot. I'm going to put Rashee Rice at 403. It's probably one of my favorite picks of the draft.
Okay.
Suspension probably isn't going to happen until next year now. Back healthy.
Yep.
Kelsey's a little older, and I think he occupies that role in this offense, kind of finding the gaps in the zone, the run after the catch that they sorely needed last year. And he already showed that he was top 10 before getting hurt. So I love that pick at, 4th round.
I'll go Drake London at 2-4. Like he maybe should have been a first round pick.
Potential.
I like it. I'm a big London fan.
I was gonna go Brock Bowers to 12.
Yep.
Fairly
That
surprised
was-
Brock fell that far.
That was definitely going to be mine too, Matt. I figured he would go way earlier.
Yep. I debated on drafting him, but I had my mind basically set on the 2 guys that I got.
Amon-Ra was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, next category. I'm going to tweak it just a bit because I think we probably all think the same thing. Worst pick or biggest reach. I think we all can agree Kelsey. At
Travis Kelce.
Chelsea in the
205.
second.
2-5.
Dark horse whoever the hell drafted Mason Crosby, who's retired.
Also Bobby.
It was Bobby. Yeah, it was Bobby.
So, if I remember
a second kicker who's retired.
If I remember right, he texted me after that pick and said I fat fingered that one.
Oh, this fat finger stuff is such BS.
Because
Come
I
on, you
could see
guys.
how it would maybe be Max. He maybe thought it was Max Crosby, the defensive end.
Excited.
Yes, he was thinking Max Crosby, I believe.
Okay.
But yes, he
not
said
the old ass retired
he texted me
Packers
immediately
kicker.
after that pick and said I fat fingered that.
Oh my. Wow.
I'm gonna go with Tyrone Tracy. I don't think he's gonna hold that job as a 5th round draft pick.
Yeah.
He took Cam Scatteroo in the 4th. Those guys don't really have much of a shelf life, and for him to go in the 4th round, or where did he go? Did he go
It's a bit of a
4th or
reach.
3rd? Yeah, he went 4th round. So I mean, the other talent that was there that you could have got, I feel, he did deserve to go that high, but he was probably ranked there. That's my reach.
Yeah.
Best stack, QB, and it can be a wide receiver or a tight end combo.
Or both.
Or both.
Is there both? I don't remember both.
I don't remember someone having wide receiver and tight end in QB.
I don't either.
Herbert McConkey. That's probably my vote. They're not going to throw a ton, but when they do, it'll almost exclusively be to McConkey. So
I'm going to be different and go my picks, Bo Nix and Sutton.
What a homer.
I was going to say Lawrence and
Brian Thomas.
But
that's actually not a bad shout.
I mean, that's why I kind of went Lawrence, is because I have Brian Thomas. So, sorry, Tony.
Tony is currently crumpling paper right now.
Yes.
So angry.
Just printed off
I'm
pictures of my
selfishly going to
face.
say
He's throwing
Kyler
darts
Murray,
at him.
and
It could be. It could be the best stack. If we're talking a year from now, we'll be lauding you for making that pick.
Yes.
Or we could be
I agree with
roasting
you,
you
though.
that Marvin Harrison Jr. is the biggest wide receiver bust since Darius Hayward Bay, if anyone remembers him.
Ooh, wow.
Doubtful.
A while since I've heard that name.
Doubtful.
Yeah.
But
it could be. It could be. I mean, he could be. Could be a bust.
All right. Well, that leads
Could
be the next Kyle Pitts.
the riskiest team. Or did you give one, Dan?
Yeah. I think the San Diego one is probably one also, though it hurts me to say it being a Chiefs fan because I can't stand
San Diego.
I can't stand San Diego. Yeah, I can't stand the Chargers. Can't stand them.
I think they're in LA.
Yeah.
They
No,
are,
they're San Diego to me.
They wish they were in San Diego.
So that's what I'd say. I think that's a pretty good. I mean, to your point, I think that McConkey is a big piece of that offense. So that's probably the best one, in my opinion.
All right. What is the riskiest roster? The big boom bust.
To me, riskiest was Mac's team. Solid starters, but no real bench.
I was going to say Ryan. With
on Ryan's as well.
McCaffrey and Kamara, they
Yeah.
could both be top 10 running backs, or they could both be on the IR by week 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. The age bubble
Yeah.
finally bursts on
Yeah.
him. He's
Yeah,
top
I would
3 or
agree with
bottom
that.
3, depending on if these
Yeah.
guys can hold their talent.
Yeah.
I also think it's risky to not have a second running back that actually plays for their team, Dion.
Yeah, I agree. Not having a second running back that actually is a starter is a big gamble. I was going to say myself as well. But I'm confident in the draft and the trades that I can
Fandangle.
somehow find a starter somewhere in there. I don't think we need to debate on who the oldest team is. I think we got that one pretty covered.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's you, Bobby, if you're listening.
Hey,
Tony
I
says
got a special place in my heart for Bobby, though I've never met him, with making multiple trades with him. So,
Yep.
all the best.
Yep.
All right. my youngest team.
I think Tony.
I was gonna say Tony or myself. One of those two.
I'm gonna say Tony.
Pretty young.
Yep.
I mean, he's got a quarterback, wide receiver.
Bijan and Reese both came in the league very young. Kyle Pitts
Yep.
is still like 22 years old.
Yeah.
Odunze and Flowers are like 24, 23.
Drake May.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Very young team.
Yep.
Future is bright
Yes.
for Mrs. Robinson.
Especially if they get 25-year-old Trevor Lawrence.
If he had Trevor Lawrence, it would be really that Sam Darnold on his roster really just throwing a wrench in that age thing.
The guy looks like a Lego. Like his head is very rectangle.
I've never heard that, but that like definitely holds true. Very Lego head.
Most IDP sicko picks. So I let you guys interpret that whichever way you wanted.
I was going to ask, what does sicko mean?
Yeah.
So this is my definition. Me not taking a Penn State alum, Micah Parsons. What's wrong with me? That's sick. What's wrong?
I think it's sick that who is Trey Avery and who is Jeremiah Farms? Like, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
Someone has the Back to the Future almanac and knows that these things are happening.
Interesting.
Other way you could go was Nordby, Derek, taking like 18 defensive players. That's quite sicko.
Defense wins championships.
I'm not gonna
but, you know, hey.
I'm not gonna besmirch my fellow Vikings fan. No.
Yeah.
There's dozens of you, so it makes sense.
We'll never get accused of bandwagon. If we ever win a Super Bowl, we'll never be accused of it. It hurts too much.
Well, do we have any?
I think Dan's with a solid young defensive core. I guess that would be sicko. I don't know.
That's what I was wondering. That was the plan, is to, like I mentioned earlier, get some young guys with some upside.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's considered sicko or not, but that's the strategy.
Yeah.
Are we missing any other big storylines from the draft other than it taking forever? Tony's still not having Trevor Lawrence.
I'm excited for the rookie draft. Like, even though I don't have to pick,
Yeah,
I'll be excited to see who fills out their rosters in what way.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where the rankings, according to certain websites, are based on who people pick.
After.
There's a lot of what ifs. Like Bobby has a lot of picks left that he can do with. Dan become an immediate contender with his 3-4 picks. So
we'll see. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I'm just excited for some red zone. I want
7 hours of semi-interrupted football.
We're going to put some
pop-ups.
Mode. Yep. Sunday is for the red zone.
I like it.
My wife hates it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the banter back and forth on the chat. I mean, we've had some, and we haven't even started the season.
Yeah, I know.
So the chat banner is going to be a lot of fun.
Yep,
for sure.
Do we have? Let me look. I believe the date for the rookie draft, we had a favorite, but nothing.
I think the 19th is pretty close to locked in.
Yeah, I think the 19th is at 5 votes currently.
Okay.
So it's 7, 8. So 4 people haven't voted yet. So if you haven't voted,
I thought the 28th was locked in too. So I mean, define locked in exactly.
Yeah, Tony put that in on his work calendar.
Did. Yeah, he penned it in.
He also traded away Trevor Lawrence, so you can't trust the guy.
Oh, waiting another comment here. Waiting another comment.
Say Trevor Lawrence one more time.
One more time, right?
Yeah, do we need to start having a drinking game for the podcast of every time?
Oh, I like it.
Anytime Tony brings up the comments Trevor Lawrence, or we bring up Tony, not a bird just hit my window. What an idiot.
And anytime you're a trade sleuth or whatever we want to call it.
Wait, I thought it was a trade hooker. What was it? What was the word we used?
Trade sleuths.
Trade sleuth.
That was not the word we used. Are we talking about Dion?
Yeah.
Sloot.
It was not sleuth.
Sloot.
Sloot. Got you. I thought you said sleuth.
Sleuth.
Like Sleuth. Got it.
That's
Thank you.
Yeah.
That too. Same.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that for me.
I have no shame.
Yes, we know this.
My shallow has no depth.
All right, boys.
Yeah, I think we've done a good job of evaluating it and looking forward to the next draft, like we said, and seeing how that comes out. And then, boy, bring the season on, man.
We'll see what the schedule comes.
We'll plan on a rookie spotlight.
Yeah.
Pre-draft episode. We do
Good with
have a special guest that still wants to review our rosters that we can maybe film or upload.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've heard rumors about a very passionate Steelers fan.
Mm-hmm. She absolutely loved Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown.
Bad news.
If you asked her to name a Steelers player currently, I don't know what she'd actually say.
So we're saying her...
James Harrison.
Yeah. Troy Polamalu.
Her choice in men is questionable. Is that what we're saying?
Oh no!
That's
Okay. Just checking.
Hey, there's always a reacher and a settler.
Oh man.
Yeah. So are you saying a pre-draft one? Talking more about the rookie draft? Is that the idea, Dion?
Yeah, we'll do the.
Because we can do it on the 18th.
Spotlight some of the rookies.
Sure.
How we kind of
Day before.
feel
Friday the
about them.
18th, maybe we can pencil it in, and then certainly one afterwards for that. Would be great.
Okay.
I say before we go though, we do have to talk about our newest sponsor, Rookie. Fever. Sorry, they're already gonna drop us. I apologize for that. That's on Matt. He should have prepared me for this.
You're starting to mix your words with my words.
Are you feeling hot? For a 21-year-old rookie who's never taken a snap, maybe you're suffering from the roster terminal illness called rookie fever. But don't worry, there's a new tool out there introducing Rookie Fever Thermometer, the only diagnostic device that scans your roster and warns you about that trade for the proven wide receiver for the next combine sign to stand out. Blow on the sensor.
This is great.
We're doing great.
If it reads over, that's really stupid, step away from that trade screen and maybe go touch some grass.
Yes, Sloot.
Comes with the optional reality check mode, which shows you your last 5 rookie busts in slow motion and sets it to sad piano music. Rookie Fever Thermometer, because ceiling is just another word for you that you're going to regret this later. Know your temperature before you do something stupid. Rookie Fever Thermometer. And we appreciate that. We appreciate those guys.
That's why I traded my first 2 round
They
picks.
said that I could use that money to spend it on new headphones, but I told them I was committed.
I love it. Yeah.
Thanks, Rookie Fever. We appreciate it. Well, till next time,
done.
boys.
Till next
Thanks for
time,
having me
boys.
on.
I love it. Cheers.
Thanks. Been great. Take care, everyone.
Cheers.